Hello everyone, this is Christian Main here. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be starting a video series titled, I'm tired of playing the same old chords. If you're a musician, you know exactly what I'm talking about, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, I've had so many people in the last 15 years come up to me and say, Chris, how do you put a different chord in a song? I'm tired of playing the same 5 chords. How do I mix it up? Do I just guess? No, you don't have to just guess. There's actually a method to the madness, and I'm going to show it to you. We're going to talk about chord families. We're going to talk about alternative harmonies. We're going to talk about cadences, how to end the song differently. And we're also going to talk about how to use secondary subdominants and dominants. And it's going to be a very thorough series. And now I have to warn you, it's intermediate to advanced. So if you don't know how to read chord degrees or you don't understand what the Nashville numbers are, please go and check out my friend Conrad Craft's video on YouTube. Conrad Craft Music. Look up Learn the Nashville Number System. And I think he's going to help you understand what the numbers are. So until next time, I'll see you later. Hello everyone, it's Christian Main. I hope you're doing great. Today I'm going to be continuing the I'm Tired of Playing the Same Old Chords series. And today we're going to be talking about chord families. Okay? All a chord family is taking our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chords and placing them into families. And the families, each family has either a resolvable quality to them, a slightly tense quality, or a very tense quality to them. And we're going to show you where those chords end up. So let's get started. I drew this kind of peace sign looking thing here, and on the bottom I wrote tonic, I wrote subdominant, and dominant. Now, your tonic chords are the chords that resolve. These are the ones that you want to end a song on. Okay? Our subdominant, they're slightly tense. Wouldn't recommend ending a song on them every time, but you can end a song with a subdominant. It feels a little weird sometimes. The dominant family, they're the most tense chords. They're the chords that feel like they need to move. So we're going to talk about which chords go where. So our tonic one, it's very simple. We have a 1 chord and we have a 6 minor chord. Now to you guitar theory enthusiasts or music theory enthusiasts, y'all know that these are relative to each other. That's not a mistake. You're going to see a lot of relatives in these families. So moving on. In our subdominant, we have a 4 and a 2 minor. Also relative to each other. Our dominant side, we have a 5. If you're old school, this will make you happy. 5, 7. That's a dominant 7th chord. Our 7 diminished, or 7 diminished 7th chord. And if you're a purist and you want to stick to the Locrian scale, our 7 minor 7 flat 5. If you're a classical player, that is a half diminished 7th, a 7 half diminished 7th. And if you're looking at this, you're probably wondering, where's the 3? Well, the 3's coming. The 3 borders actually between the tonic family and the dominant family. First off, let me explain this. The 3 is actually a relative minor of the 5, so it automatically has a relationship with the 5. But it also shares 2 of the same notes with the 1. For example, if we're in the key of C and our 1 is C, to build a C chord, you have to have a C, an E, and a G note. Okay, so a C note, an E note, and a G note. Okay, to build an E minor, you have to have an E note, a G note, and a B note. Well, if you notice, both of them have E and G. So it shares characteristics with the 1 chord. Now, personally, I would not want to end on a 3 minor chord. I like to put it in the dominant family. But again, let's review. Our tonic family are the chords that you want to resolve to. Meaning that's the chord you want to hit at the end of a song, or that's a note you want to land on. It's one of those notes you want to sustain on at the end, the tonic family. The subdominant, now again, like I said, you can end on this. I see a lot of songs nowadays, like in the key of G, they're ending on C, which is your 4 chord. And that's okay as well. You can do that, but it's slightly tense. It's like it needs to kind of move, but it can chill if it wants to. Dominant, or this is a tense family. Not something you want to stay on very often. And typically, you want to move it to the tonic. If you go this way, you get into some deceptive stuff. That's a deceptive cadence going from a 5 to a 4 ending or something like that. You don't want to do that. But I like to think of it being in harmony when you go in a circle clockwise. So you can start from a tonic, go to subdominant, dominant, back to the tonic. It tends to work itself out very well. And a lot of songs have been written like that. Okay, that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know below. Like the video if you found it useful. And until next time, I'll see you later.